Hi everyone, my name is Chris Nolan. Um, I've heard I can come across as a very serious person, so I think I'll start off by telling you something a little crazy about myself. I'm actually a longtime introvert who, until recently, was completely content in that role, but as silly as it sounds, I had an epiphany. I decided that I wanted to be a motivational speaker. I mean, a motivational speaker, that's kind of silly, right? Well, I don't particularly want to do it full time as a profession, but I want to be able to inspire others to create change in their lives. In the last couple of years, I've created quite a bit of change in my own life, which I feel has definitely been for the better. So when I see so many people out there who are stuck in the same rut that I was, get up, go to work, come home, veg out, go to bed, and just to get up and do it all over again, I feel compelled to share my story. So now the hard part is figuring out how to get that story out of my introverted brain and into the world. So a little background on me and where I came from. When I was young, my dad was in the Navy, so we moved around some, but most of the childhood that I can remember was here in Florida and in the Bahamas. And I think living in the Bahamas for those couple of years really helped shape, who I am. I mean, if you've ever spent any real time on an island, you know that it's something that infects your soul. I feel like anyone would be hard pressed to come away from that experience and not have a very internal, easygoing, kind of adventurous personality. When I grew up, I still had a strong calling to the serenity of the ocean, which led me to join the Navy. And some of my fondest memories of that time were on the flight deck at night, hearing the waves crashing against the ship and seeing the millions of stars in the sky. You never really know how many stars there are until you're 1,000 miles away from the lights of the nearest city. Um, since leaving the Navy, I've become a husband to a wonderful wife, Misty, and a father of two great kids, Skylar, who's 16, and Sophia, who's 5. And I've done everything from being a full-time student to a short stint as a construction worker to managing my parents' aviation business for 8 years. Over the last year, sorry, in my quest to better myself and help others do the same, I've left the comfort of that position and started writing the next chapter of my story by becoming a certified personal trainer and a Beachbody coach. Uh, this change in lifestyle comes out of a strong urge in my life to encourage my children and for me myself to live life, while it's happening and not have to wait until I can retire before I can start crossing things like dive the Great Barrier Reef or competing a motorcycle race off my bucket list. So thanks for listening to my story, and I look forward to hearing all of yours.